Today I fucked up by attending my friend's adult dinner party. Throwaway. So to start, this happened last night, but I'm still cringing at myself. My friend Kate, 24F, was hosting a dinner party with friends, some our friends, some her friends, etc. So I wasn't close with every single person going, and she told me, 24M, in advance. She said it was an adult dinner party and that I should bring a dish. Her and her roommates recently moved into a new apartment, so it also acted as a housewarming party. To provide some context on our friendship, Kate and I have been friends since elementary school. Literally first grade, and went to all of grade school as well as college together. We've had a pretty platonic friendship, and we were always comfortable with each other doing things like changing in front of each other or even trying out each other's clothes for fun. We could always make sexual jokes to each other, but again it was always jokingly and for literal shits and giggles. We've also developed this game with each other where we would try to grope the other when they least expect it, which in hindsight looks really bad to people who don't know us. It started in high school IDK. Anyways, I find that all at least relevant for this next part. When she told me it was an adult dinner party, she gave me the smirk look, and it's usually a bullshit dumb look we give each other when we hear or say anything that's even remotely sexual, kind of like saying, "That's what she said," but instead of saying it we just give this dumb look. So I thought, an adult-themed dinner party. I didn't think too much of it because we're so used to just making plans kinda without context and just going along with it without much thought. Fast forward to last night. I decided for the party to wear a cowboy hat and go shirtless minus an unbuttoned formal vest. The outfit was inspired by the Magic Mike movie LOL. I also brought chips if anyone cares. I get to the front door and one of her roommates, Chloe, answers the door. At first she looked mortified and of course I was confused. She was wearing normal clothes. I told her I thought this was an adult dinner party, and Chloe was still confused and just started laughing. She asked me who TF said that, and I told her Kate did. Friends and acquaintances were there and quite literally were all just as confused as well for the way I was dressed up. I nervously just laugh it off and tell everyone that I thought this was an adult dinner party. Everyone is just confused laughing at me, and I'm genuinely embarrassed because I look like a total fool in front of everyone. I found my way to Kate and asked what the hell was going on since I thought it was an adult dinner party. She busted out cackling as well and meant adult, as in the fact that we were all graduated from college now and she wanted to host a dinner party as official adults. Basically turns out she meant adult as a passing term for the fact that we really weren't kids anymore. But again, I think it was a fair misunderstanding on my part given our relationship. So here I am in my goofy ass hat with barely a shirt on and everyone dying laughing at me. Kate takes me to her room to find a shirt for me to wear so I don't look like a complete fool during the party. As I'm putting the shirt on, she slaps my ass and calls me a dumbass and just continues to laugh while I'm still red in the face from embarrassment. She lightly apologizes and says she probably would have done the same thing if things were flipped. Admittedly, I did want to leave because it was embarrassing to face everyone after that, but I ended up staying and enjoying myself regardless. Lesson of the story is to have strong communication with the people around you. Too long did not read. Friend invited me to her adult dinner party. I misinterpreted what she meant by adult and came wearing half a shirt to a regular dinner party for adults. Got laughed at but still had a good time. Update. I wasn't expecting a sex party, orgy. I just assumed the theme of the party was adult, as in sexy costumes. Given the actual party though, it was definitely more of a potluck by definition, which I guess adds even more to foo since my poor ass brought Lay's regular flavored chips. There was about 20 of us total to give a better idea of the party, and about half of them were people both Kate and I were good friends with, while the other half were friends of Kate's roommates. Kate lives with 2 others. I don't think it was outlandish for me to think it was a themed party given we've been to a fair share of themed parties during college. As for Kate and my grope game, it's primarily just the ass and everything else is completely off limits. We're not grabbing each other's genitals or anything. And we've both dated people, and the grope game was always off limits if one or both of us was dating someone. I just provided all of that context since I felt it would make understanding me and my thought process a bit better, especially in this situation. I'm straight BTW since it seemed to be a topic of discussion. If you had shown up to an orgy in black tie with a beef Wellington, you probably would have felt just as out of place. My man brought chips as a dish. I'm not the only one who thinks Op and his best friend both secretly love the other, right? I brought chips is all I needed to see to know you misunderstood the assignment. This is a wholesome fuck up to be honest lol. Let me see if I have this right. You've known each other since elementary school, you have no problem changing in front of each other, you regularly make sexual jokes to each other, you grope each other for fun. Assuming that you're both straight. How is this not followed up with another post of, today I fucked up by taking 20 years to realize my platonic friend was flirting with me the whole time. Today I fucked up by causing my girlfriend's cat to have existential crisis. Today we were watching YouTube. We decided to watch a video of the cat island in Japan. One of the cats in the video meowed, which caused my GF's cat to immediately look at the TV, and thus see another cat. It ran over and started meowing like crazy watching the cats on TV. I felt bad because it's an indoor cat and doesn't have any other cats around, so I switched to a bird video to entertain it. Meowing intensifies. After about 15 minutes of this we turned the TV off, went to the dining table to eat dinner. As we were eating, the cat was standing in front of the blank TV, meowing and trying to get up onto the TV stand. Not sure if it wants us to turn it back on, or if it's sad because it doesn't have any cats to hang out with. Judging by the sound of the meows, it sounds like the later. Too long did not read. Watched a cat video on YouTube. Now my GF's cat has an existential crisis, potential YouTube addiction. Edit. I know we should get a second cat. There's a few problems. 1. The cat is really old, 15. Not sure if that would stress him out in his old age. 2. The cat lives with my GF's mom. And she doesn't want another cat. 3. Our landlord doesn't allow pets, so we can't bring him to our place and get another cat. He is well loved and gets lots of attention though. I'm currently saving for a down payment so I can actually buy a place, hopefully by end of 2023. We might be able to get a second cat at that point. Dude, the cat needs some friends. The cat is contemplating life. Now you have only one option. Adopt more cats. Real talk. My boyfriend's cat was a lot like that, to the point he would try to escape the house to say hello to stray cats. He doesn't entirely understand cat social politics lol. Until we brought my cats into the house when I moved in. He's so much happier and less stressed now, lol. Tell her to adopt another kitty. A lonely cat is usually a very sad cat. Indoor cats are not supposed to be kept alone. You should go and adopt another one, right? Meow. Imagine if the cat in the video said, cat owners don't want you to know this one trick to getting more cat friends, and you switched the video right before the cat spilled the beans. Now she will never know. Today I fucked up by sending a poorly thought out snap and ruining my friendship. I have known who I'll call Beth for around 2 years now. I met her at school and we've just been friends. I tried to make moves early on, but after getting shut down we decided to keep it as just friends. Anyways, onto the story. Following the gym, I decide to head to Chick-fil-A and get some food with one of other friends, Jerry. While I'm there I've been sending snaps to Beth. Nothing crazy, just kind of fun, joking around type stuff. Until I send a goofy snap, that of Jerry, where I say, first date kinda nervous, right finger pleading face, left finger. She responds, saying, me and my date are just chilling. She was with her dog. Apparently my brain decided to have a helmet fire because I responded with, I think your date would be better off with me. What I was trying to say was that I wanted her dog. I know, kinda dumb, but whatever. What I'm assuming she took that as is that we should be dating, which is not what I meant. After all of that, I have now been blocked on all socials and my number, and I'm assuming that's the end of that. Either she really cares about her dog or I'm just an idiot for not thinking of the double meaning behind what I said. I guess I should think more carefully about the implications of what I send. Skull. Too long did not read. Told a girl who sent a snap of her dog saying, me and my date are just chilling, that her date would be better off with me. I wanted the dog, she did not see it that way. You've been friends with her for 2 years and she blocks you for that? There has to be more to this story. If that's all it took to block you, she was just waiting for a reason to do it. What is it with this blocking people without talking things through stuff? If she blocked you without further dialogue, then your life is better without her, my friend. Sounds like the dog would be the better date. Lol. Friends that ghost were never friends to start with. Real friends talk things through. Today I fucked up by lying in my job interview and am having to pay for it by doing a mud race. I suppose the foo was months ago, but it only really came to roost a few days ago. So I was fired last year, after 6 years in my job, new manager, face no longer fit, kind of thing. It was a shock and job hunting was stressful. I did get a job though and I've been there 6 months. I really like it, the job is good and the environment and culture are way better than previously. I am still a bit paranoid about losing this job though, knowing how easily it could happen. Something I said in the interview process has now come back to bite me. Everything I said about my job skills and experience was true, but I may have over-egged the "what do you do for fun?" question. They think I'm really into sports and outdoorsy things, whatever the weather. I'm not. During the process, they talked about an annual team building challenge, fundraiser, and would I be up for it. Funny how when you're desperate you really are up for things like this. Anyways, there's this mud obstacle race a few months away, which they're starting to plan for and they've put me down for it. It sounds horrendous, I'm not sure if I'm physically capable as well as being allergic to mud and cold water. I was caught on the hop when they asked me and didn't want to say I'd made stuff up on my resume. Unfortunately I also confirmed I'm free on the day. So to really fit in with my dream job I've got to spend a few months getting fit enough to do this really horrible thing and it's my own fault. I'm sure I could have got the job anyway but now it will look terrible to pull out. Think positive thought for me Reddit. Too long did not read. My stupid unnecessary lies during my job interview have, literally, landed me in cold water, and mud, a few months from now. If it's tough mudder you are screwed, if it's just a 5K one then you've got this, plenty of time to get in shape. I told the interviewer that I knew SQL really well. In reality, I knew what it was. A couple months later, my boss comes into my office and says, "In your interview you mentioned that you are proficient in SQL. I'm going to need you to write queries for blah blah blah. Bet your ass I learned it pretty fucking quick. Gee, I'm so sorry about your knee injury that caused your orthopedist to say you could not participate in any activities except walking and swimming, both for very limited distance. Understand?"